Yes, officer? It's time for news. Well, let's go. Hello everybody, this is Dave LeClair with Make Use of Tech Bytes, and it is time to jump in and look at the biggest news from the last couple days. So if you haven't been following along with the latest tech stories, fear not, because we have, and we are here to break down what happened and why it matters to you. So without further ado, let's hop in and let's look at the stories. Kicking it off with our first story of the day, apparently LG may be departing the smartphone game. Now, the company's been in the smartphone game for quite some time, and they've made some really good phones over the years. In fact, they've made some of the most innovative smartphones of any company. For example, the LG Wing. I mean, just look at it. It's completely ridiculous looking. They're working on their LG rollable phone, which we've talked about multiple times on this show because it is easily the phone that I'm looking the most forward to. But it appears as though those phones aren't enough to keep LG running because the company is looking to drop its cell phone business completely. Korean publications first broke the news that LG was thinking about leaving the smartphone business. It was then denied to XDA developers by a high-up at LG. So we thought, okay, well that's that. The rumor came out and the rumor was debunked. But then a bunch of other publications started reporting on it, and one even got their hands on an internal memo from LG suggesting that the company would be leaving smartphones behind, but that everybody's job would remain safe. It reads, quote, "Regardless of any change in the direction of the smartphone business operation, the employment will be maintained, so there is no need to worry." So it sounds like everybody that works in the smartphone department in LG will keep their jobs, they just may be transferred to other departments. LG has since confirmed that the memo is in fact legitimate, although nothing is finalized as far as the company's plan. LG wouldn't just drop its cell phone business completely, there's some value there, and it appears a Vietnamese company named Vingroup is actually the ones who might be looking to take over and purchase LG's current smartphone business. So you might still see that rollable phone at some point, it just may not have the LG logo on it. Love it or hate it, virtual reality seems like it is here to stay. There are quite a few headsets on the market, and while they're not selling as well as they may have when VR first came out, they're doing well enough to stay afloat, and it looks like Apple might be jumping into the VR game now. A new rumor says that Apple's headset could release in 2022 and actually feature its own cooling system for its extremely powerful chip. The sources claim that the chip with this VR headset is more powerful than the new M1s that Apple is releasing with its MacBook devices. So this would be a pretty beastly chip, and it would probably be able to run some pretty advanced VR applications. As you want your VR headset to be nice and light, you don't want it to weigh down your head when you're trying to move around. Apparently Apple opted for a fabric-based design, which keeps the headset very light and easy to wear. In fact, the report indicates that it's about the same weight as the Oculus Quest, which is a very light headset. I actually have a Quest 2 and it's very comfortable to wear. There's all sorts of other rumors tied to this headset. For example, apparently you'll be able to slide prescription lenses in there, which would require a whole bunch of regulation because now you're talking about Apple releasing their own type of glasses. It sounds like a lot. But 2022 is right around the corner, which means we really won't have to wait too long to try this thing out if it is indeed coming out. Remember, this is just a rumor. Nothing has been confirmed by Apple, but we can guarantee you that when Apple does want to announce a VR headset, there will be plenty of fanfare, as if there's one thing that Apple is good at, it is making its announcements exciting. The question is, will Apple try to sell this like it invented VR, or will it embrace the fact that there's been quite a few headsets before it that have kind of laid the groundwork for it to come out and do its thing? We'll have to wait and see how Apple plans to position this virtual reality headset. We'll have to wait and see how expensive it is because it's from Apple, it probably won't be cheap. And we'll have to wait and see if it can compete with Oculus and Valve's offering. If there's one device that I personally am excited about, it is the Samsung Galaxy S21 and the S21 Ultra. Both phones look incredible, and the reviews are out from many online publications, and as expected, the phone is doing quite well. Based on reviews from CNET, Android Authority, and other big players, it looks like the base model Galaxy S21 is getting in about the mid-8s to low 8 range out of 10 in terms of reviews, which is quite solid. As far as the Galaxy S21 Ultra is concerned, it seems to be faring slightly better, getting about 1 point higher from most publications. For a site that uses a 100-point system, that literally means it went up by 1 point. So a site like Engadget gave the S21 an 88 and the S21 Ultra an 89. But for a site like Android Authority that uses a 5-star system, the phone went from a 4 to a 4.5, which is the equivalent of an 8 to a 9 on a 10-point system. It seems like the S21 Ultra is worth the extra cost based on the early reviews. It sounds like most reviewers are happy with the S21, but they really appreciate the features that the S21 Ultra brings to the table, which is about what we would expect from the super high-end flagship phone from Samsung. So if you're undecided, it basically sounds like the phones are pretty close and it's going to come down to your budget. If you're willing to spend $1,200, you will appreciate the upgrades that the S21 brings to the table, such as the S Pen support and the better camera system. But if you're on a budget and you only want to spend $800, it sounds like the S21 will fulfill your needs quite well, and it still seems like a heck of a phone. And in our final story of the day, Microsoft is using AI to help you get your work done. Basically, Microsoft's To-Do app will now recommend tasks for you using AI, which analyzes your previous usage of the app and then recommends things that it thinks are important that you'll need to do. The app will actually offer 7 suggestions of things that it thinks are important, and then you can choose which one you would like to accomplish. Once it shows you all the tasks that it thinks you may want to accomplish, you can click the check mark next to one that you do, and you can get your butt to work. Now, this feature is available now, so you can head over to Microsoft's To-Do website and download it and see what you think. Does AI actually help you be more productive throughout the day, or is it just another creepy way that it can track the things you're doing? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Make Use of Tech Bytes. It's been fun hanging out with you as always. Welcome to Friday, welcome to the weekend, welcome to the tech news. Make sure to like and subscribe, make sure to share, and we will see you guys next week for the next episode. Goodbye.